Hey my babies, it's your girl Rhea Jaleesa, Rhea G for short. I know y'all have not seen my face in a minute, but I thought which way would be better to reintroduce myself than to do a highly requested video. So without further ado, as y'all can tell from the caption, I'm going to teach you ladies how to do your makeup. Okay, so first things first, you guys, I like to start off with my brows. So I'm just going to take this Got2b. I like to use the black Got2b. It's so ghetto, but it works. I like to use this black Got2b and my spoolie. You can tell I use this method. Okay. Epic fail. Okay, you can tell I use that method a lot because my Got2b is literally going. But okay, I take that and then I'm basically just mold my brows. I kind of like the laminated brow look, but I do like to keep them more on the natural side. I don't really like bold eyebrows too much, but I do like them to have a sleek look to them. We're just gonna carve that out really, really good. And then, yeah. Next, I'm going to go in with my Morphe setting powder in the color Translucent. This is the mini one, of course. I'll clean it up and we'll be back. Okay, so we're back, y'all. So now I'm gonna use that Morphe setting powder that I just wasted, and we're gonna set our brows with it, basically, just to lock that Got2b in really, really good. I'm gonna take this broken eyebrow pencil, y'all. I don't know. Okay, this is by LA Colors Browy Wowie. It's their little brow pencil. I broke it, and I waste acetone on all my stuff, so that's why it looks like that. But I feel like it don't matter what brow pencil you use, to be honest. I genuinely feel like they're all the same. But I just lightly fill in my brows because, like I told y'all, I like a real, like, my eyebrows are pretty much perfect, honestly. My natural eyebrows are already pretty much perfect. So I just go in and just reinforce the thickness or whatever. But I really don't need too much. So I never really do too much or whatever. I only put it on the parts that I feel like need it or that are missing a little bit of hair, just so they can look identical. Your eyebrows don't have to be twins, but they do have to look like sisters. Okay. And then on this one, I come up to the front because I do feel like my face is really, really asymmetrical, and this eyebrow comes up further than this one. So I always like to try and make them as identical as possible. So I just add a little line right there. I'm just filling it right there. And then on the tail, my tail on my left side is thinner than the one on my right. So I just go in and fill that in. Perfect. Yeah. I feel like that looks so good. Okay, I'm gonna keep it like that. And then I go in with my Fit Me foundation and my e.l.f. concealer, and I just take a little bit of that and rub it on the back of my hand. I'm gonna take my Fit Me in the number 322 Warm Honey, and this is their Dewy Plus Smooth foundation. And I just take a little bit of that and mix these two together, because I don't like that light look, but I don't like having my foundation color around my eyebrows. I know that's the thing, but I don't like that. So something a little bit neutral and true to my skin color, of course, but not too light. So I go in and I take that brush and I just tap that in there, and then I go under my brows. I'm gonna carve the brows out. And I'm gonna go under and just add some more foundation to that. Okay, and please excuse my faces, y'all. I know the faces I've been making are so ugly, but I feel like if you're not making an ugly face when you're doing your makeup, you're not doing it right. So yeah, there's that. And then at the top, we're gonna use that leftover foundation and just carve the top really good. This is my first time in a minute doing my eyebrows the right way the first time. Like, I didn't have to take nothing off or anything. Yay. Okay, I love these. Okay, now I'm going to take that same concealer brush that I just used to dab the powder on my brows. And I'm just going to blend this concealer all the way out. You're going to tap it under your brow, but you can really just blend it on the eye. It really don't matter, because we're going to be adding foundation and stuff anyways. And when it comes to the foundation at the top, you don't really have to do too much. You can really just swipe it. And then make sure when you get closer under your eyebrow that you're tapping. Now, if you don't like the little bold lines that really outline the eyebrows, you can always just blend that out. But I do like them, and I'm going to keep them. So that's the best it's going to get. Okay, so after you do that, after the brows check. So next, I have my e.l.f. hydrating face primer. I just seen that this was going viral on TikTok or whatever, so I got me some. And then I just take that and put it on my face, and then rub it in and really get under those eyes. I feel like I have the most trouble maintaining makeup under my eyes. I feel like my makeup gets older under my eyes more than anywhere on my face. So really, okay, so next I'm going to take that same dewy foundation that I just mixed by Fit Me, and I just take the end of my brush usually, and I rub that on my face. Now, I don't like to use a lot. Now I'm gonna go in with my flat big brush, my foundation brush. I'm gonna blend that in, and I just use that to cover up any dark marks that I have. My dark marks are really bad right now, cause y'all, every night after I go out, I always sleep in my makeup, so my skin looks crazy. Okay, we're just gonna apply that foundation everywhere and really get that in there. Blend it really good. Now, if you prefer a heavier foundation look, go for it. But me personally, I don't like heavy foundation. I just can't do it. Then I'm gonna take that e.l.f. concealer. I'm gonna bring it under my eyes. Right there on my chin. And then do a little bit over my mouth as well. And usually I don't put none on my forehead, because this, I carry that up to my forehead, but y'all are gonna see that later on. And then I take my foundation yet again, and I dip my flat brush in there. I use a lot of my brushes for the same purpose. And then we're gonna mix that like that. Instead of mixing it on the back of my hand, I just feel like that's the better way to do it, honestly. I'm just gonna mix that in. And then I just like to let my concealer dry down just a bit. Well, the concealer on my under eyes, I like when that one dries down just a bit. But the one that's right here around my mouth area, I'll just go ahead and spray my beauty blender with some water. And then we're going to take that. I'm going to carry it under my chin. Now, if y'all remember how my old makeup looked, it looked so unfinished. And I literally used to not even put makeup down here on this downstairs area. But now I do. I feel like it really helps and it really makes a difference. And I used to hate the concealer going around the mouth. But y'all, when you learn how to do it right, you'll like it. I feel like I used to not put enough makeup on my face. Yeah, and then the nose. Carry that up to the forehead. And that is why I don't put any concealer on my forehead, y'all. Because I carry my nose concealer all the way up to my forehead. Now we're just still waiting on that concealer under the eye to dry. Okay, so now that my under eyes have dried a little bit, I'm gonna go in with that same brush that I just was using, and we're gonna blend the concealer under the eyes. And I do like to go on my nose, even though that's like an unwritten rule in makeup that you don't drag it on your nose, but I do. because I feel like it just gives me the best look. So I do what fits my face. And really, 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 really blend that concealer out. I cannot stress this enough. Okay, I think this is a little bit on the heavier side for me, so I'm going to go in with my beauty blender. We're going to go on this side and do the same thing. And I like to take my concealer and go up like that. It just gives your face a way more snatched look. You're going to make sure you bring that all the way down. I like to bring my concealer, I basically do it like this. I do that up snatch, and then I do it right there by the bridge of the nose. And then I make sure I don't go past this area right here. So just about right here is where you want to stop your concealer. And you want to do it at this angle right here, so it gives you a snatched look all the way from the bottom of your face. Y'all see what I just did there, but it's fine. I'll fix it. At all the movements that I'm doing in my face, y'all need to be paying attention, because those are the same movements that you need to be doing, so you can get all the cracks and crevices, and make sure that makeup is really, really even and just really flawless all together. And honestly, I think when it comes to like me putting the concealer on my nose, that does, like, to me, the concealer placement doesn't really matter, and y'all are gonna see why. If you don't look like Ghostface on this step, you're doing it wrong, okay? So next, we're gonna go in with our cue the crickets. Next, we're gonna go in with our e.l.f. bronzer, the putty bronzer. I love this stuff, y'all. I have been using this since I was in high school in 11th grade. I love this putty bronzer, and it actually lasts really, really long. You can travel with it. It's amazing. I like it. Golden Days, that's the shade. We're gonna go in with our e.l.f. putty bronzer in the shade Golden Days, and I just like to take that with this brush. It looks like my foundation brush, but it's just smaller. See, they're just about the same, but I like to go right here, like right there on my cheekbone, just a little bit under my cheekbone, and right here where the blush placement would be at, and I just take that up. And I go down here by my chin, and I make sure I get over there in this chisel area right here. We want to go on the opposite side and do the same exact thing and carry that all the way up. Now, because I am right-handed, my right side always comes out looking better. And then I go on my forehead, and I like to get right here above my brow, over here. My edges. That's why it's good to have some good edge control, y'all. I'm gonna take that and basically just drag it on your forehead. I don't like the light forehead look. I just don't. I feel like it doesn't suit me, and it looks the best like this for when my makeup gets old. So yeah, then I'm gonna go back in with that same beauty blender and just reinforce my foundation under here. There we go. Gives it a more carved look, especially when you add that powder. You're gonna see the difference in what I just did. Now I'm going to contour my nose. She's extremely dirty. I need to wash that girl off. But I like to go in with my Angle flat brush and with that same bronzer that I just used on my cheeks, which is also another unwritten rule or whatever. You're not supposed to use the same shade on your face as you do on your nose, but I do. So we're gonna go in with that flat angle brush. Just gonna take it down, and then I like to go up here to my eyebrows as well. You know, yeah. And do like that. Yeah. Then I'm gonna go in and reinforce that again with my beauty blender. I feel like this steps just kill two birds with one stone. Like, just getting that blended and out of the way right now before anything else. Okay, so perfect. Now that we have that, I'm gonna go back in with my foundation brush. We're just gonna blend those harsh lines out. I'm gonna see if I like it. See if you like it. See if you like it. There we go. I do. And then I'm gonna go in with my Morphe blush. I can't tell which color it is. I'm sorry, y'all. But this thing is like 2 years old. I've been having it for 2 years. Here's the shade. She's beautiful. And it has a mirror and everything. And I'm gonna go in with my blush brush. This one right here. I'm gonna take her, and I don't like a lot of blush, honestly, especially depending on the look. But for an everyday look, which is what I'm doing now, I don't like a lot of blush. So I'll take it, smile just a little bit, or don't. And then you take that, and I start from about right here, like where the end of my eye is. And then I take that up under my concealer. And then I do the same thing on the other side. And then the next step is for us to go in with our Morphe setting powder yet again. And I'm going to take that with my flat beauty sponge, beauty blender, beauty whatever the hell this thing's supposed to be. I'm going to set my under eyes. This is my favorite part, y'all. It's so satisfying. Boom, boom, boom. And still go in that same direction that you were going when you were using the concealer. We're going to take her up and all the way through. And then I'm going to do the same exact thing on the opposite eye. And then I'm going to take the excess and put it on my nose and my forehead. And then I'm going to take just a little bit more, just a little bit extra. Put that on my chin and just around my mouth, because my mouth creases the most. Right in this area around the nose, you want to take that powder and make sure you're reinforcing it there too. And then the excess can go everywhere else, like so, like that. So boom, now that we have our powder on, now for my favorite part, the mascara. So I like to go in with my Essence mascara, y'all. I feel like it don't matter which color you use. This is some great mascara, great brand. Love using her. And I like to go in and get those lower lashes. With lower lashes, they are tricky because if you don't be careful, it will smudge. There we go. And it really gives you that doll eye look, and it really opens your eyes up. I love that. So next, I'm going to take my Milani palette. Been having this also for 2 years. Well, no, I'm lying. Probably like 3, y'all. I've been having this thing since I was in high school, 11th grade year. I'm 20 now, so you do the math. But I'm going to take this palette, and I'm going to use my flat contour brush. And I'm going to use this darker shade right here. I can't tell what the name is because, of course, it's powder right there. But I'm going to use this darker shade, and then I'm going to use this shade right here. I'm going to mix those together. I like to take those and reinforce that. And like I said, I don't really care for like a look that's really too matte. So I don't like adding too much of this to my face. But I just want to reinforce that color. And then I'm going to just take just the darker shade and go under here. Then I'm going to take this same exact palette and I'm going to go in with a different brush. I'm going to use this one. Yeah. And then I'm going to use this one, which is more of like, it's closer to my skin tone, honestly, just a little bit darker. I'm going to take that and we're going to go under the eye, y'all. I like a really, really like semi like natural look. I don't like to do too much. I'm just going to blend that out. Oh yeah, and she's really cute too. And then I go in with this lighter shade right here, and then we're gonna reinforce that and just really bring that all together. Ooh, my eyes are watering. Woo. So after this step, y'all, I'm gonna take this same exact palette. I'm just gonna take all these shades of pink. That's usually what I do. And then I just reinforce my blush, because you can't have cream and not put powder over it. So yeah, I do that. And this, y'all, this is usually when I stop and I just stare at myself in the mirror for really, really long, because I'm so satisfied with the way that it looks. Usually this is like the step where you can tell what you want to change, what you don't like, if you don't like the angles, if you don't like the color, but so far so good. I like everything. Everything's blended, everything's smooth. So we're gonna move on to the next step. The next step would be to wipe this powder off, y'all. So I'm gonna take another brush just like the one that I just used, but I can't even tell the difference, to be honest. So we're just gonna take another brush and I'm gonna go under eye, and we're gonna blend it out and just get all that powder off. And usually this is when I go back in and just reinforce everything and just take that powder yet again. Just make sure my face isn't too light. Don't want to be looking like Ghostface, y'all. Okay, so after that, now it's time for the lips. I'm gonna take and wipe this foundation off. Okay, and then I'm gonna take my lip liners in the shade Espresso. This is my favorite lip liner ever. Like, this is the best lip liner NYX ever created in your life. So I usually take the shade Espresso, and what I do is I start from the middle, always on my left side, and I can take it up. I no longer overline my lips like I used to, because my lips are already pretty big. I don't need to overline them. And it looks like a mustache when it get old. But yeah, take that up and then come down. Right there. And do the same on the other side. I'm gonna come under and get that. And then under. That's perfect. So y'all might be looking like, oh, she's done. Nope, we're not done. I gotta add my highlighter, y'all. Take your flat fan brush. Oops. Just put my hand all in there. Okay, and then I go in with this lighter golder shade. I don't know what color that is, but this is by Wet n Wild, y'all. This is all drugstore makeup. My Anastasia Beverly Hills. I would have used that, but I kind of like the Fit Me foundation a little better. I'm trying to get into using Fit Me foundation. Fit Me, usually on the regular, I don't use Fit Me. I use Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation. On my cheeks, I like to add highlighter as well, but we're going to go in with a different brush, not the fan one. I'm going to smile and... And that'll really just brighten my makeup up. And I go with my foundation brush and really just blend everything. I'm all about blending. I love smooth makeup because people can definitely tell when those lines are harsh. Nobody likes harsh lines. So make sure we're blending that. I like to go in with my Kylie Cosmetics. And I like to use the Kylie Cosmetics. This is matte lip gloss. I mean matte lipstick, actually. In the shade Bunny. 309 Bunny. And this is their matte liquid lipstick. This thing is like 2 years old, y'all. And I take that. Lick your lips first. Then I add that right there in the middle. I'm gonna do that, and then I add a little more. I'm gonna go in with my Ruby Kisses Butter Bomb Lip Gloss in the shade Like a Virgin 24. And I'll just take that and put that over that in the middle. Because I am starting to get into doing the colored lips, y'all. I know I used to do a really, really natural lip, but I like the colored lips now. I think it's cute. I think it's cute. And then I take this AOA Studio Glazed Lip Gloss. Y'all, I got this from Miss A. It was literally $1. So I'm going to take that. Or you could just take like any regular clear lip gloss or pink lip gloss or whatever gloss that you like for your shade. And I just take that and go over my whole entire lip. I'm gonna go in with my foundation brush and just really just tuck everything in and pat, pat, pat. I don't use any setting spray. I know y'all probably was waiting on me to use some setting spray and be like, where the hell is setting spray at? Y'all, I do not use setting spray. I feel like it makes no difference, honestly. And as of right now, you guys, that is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And if you repost, tag me.